Hey there, all my soul peeps. Angel of the Dawn, back with another message. This will be a twin flame energy check-in. See what's going on with the twins. Shout out to all of my new and existing subscribers. I love each and every one of you guys. You guys are awesome. Just awesome. I love connecting with you guys. This has been so amazing. Connecting with you guys through the comments or through my Facebook page, Angel of the Dawn, or through personal readings. It's just, it's an unbelievable experience. You guys have so much light and love, and I send out so much light and love to you guys, and it's just truly, truly amazing. Alright, so let's see what we got going on. I am working on the rest of the sign readings. I've done Earth and Fire. They're posted. And then I will do Air and Water. Finish those up today. And they will run from... well, the ones that get done today will run from today until next Wednesday. Obviously, the one I did yesterday run from yesterday until next Wednesday. I will be doing extendeds for each of those. And it will be a entirely new reading that is a weekend check-in. And so those will be available on... well, those will be available for $3.33, and you can send that money to my PayPal and then send me an email with a receipt, and I will send you a link to your preferred sign weekend check-in. Alright, so we've got the Page of Wands in reverse. And this is for the Divine Feminine. Second row will be the Divine Masculine, if you guys haven't watched my Twin Flame videos in the past. So yeah, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, and then potential outcomes. And so that was the Page of Wands in reverse. The King of Swords in the upright. Whoop. The Eight of Wands in reverse. So I feel like the Divine Feminines, well, let's get some more cards, but I'm kind of feeling like that, you know, the Divine Feminines that I'm picking up right now, yeah, she's the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. Like, she's realizing her passions. She's not putting up with any drama, anything that doesn't serve her. And not moving forward towards something that she maybe once was passionate about. And I kind of feel like this is not moving forward towards the Divine Masculine at this time. I feel like the Divine Feminines are really getting solid in who they are. And I know a lot of the Divine Feminines have been what is considered the chaser. And I feel like they are out of that chasing energy. They, actually, that's exactly what I feel right here. Not chasing. No more chasing. Because that's in reverse. Also not making any offers. Like, I feel like the Divine Masculines in the past have made offers to the Divine Masculines. And this also could be the Divine Masculine energy here. Or as the Divine Feminine sees it. Like, he may be a divine counterpart, but he's just not, he's more in the 3D, I'm feeling, than, you know, in the 5D. Or that's the way the Divine Feminine is feeling about the situation. But she's good. She is good. Like this. Look at her. She's good. Standing in her power. You know, and I feel like with the eagle and the lion there, I love that. Eagles and lions, they're both near and dear to my heart. But I feel like that is definitely being in connection and communication with spirit and their spirit guides, animal spirits. So very much just really embodying themselves. They're really embodying the divine feminine energy. What else do we got for the divine feminine universe? Yeah, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like the divine masculines have been taking too long to make an offer. And again, like she's just done with that. Let's see. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I guess. Actually, I think this went this way. I turned them the wrong way. The 7, no wait, I want to take these this way though. 10 of Wands in the upright. I've been having throat chakra issues since yesterday afternoon. So pardon me if I clear my throat or cough a lot. The moon in reverse. Not to mention, I already saged and I've got, incense burning. And so the smoke in this room is kind of getting thick too. So it's choking me up. Temperance in the upright. Move all these up because I'm going to need more room. All right. And then the 7 of Cups in the upright. The 9 of Cups is the overall, the bottom of the deck in reverse. So, excuse me. Yeah, I feel like basically the divine feminines, they're out of any illusions about this situation. They're putting down the burdens, and walking away from what is not moving forward. You know, there's no movement. And I even feel like there could have been arguments. You know, if there was any contact, there could have been arguments or hurt feelings, cutting words, something like that. But the divine feminines, they're just like, this isn't moving forward. This isn't serving me. This is not, you know, right now it's not helping me on my divine purpose. So I'm going to have balance. I have options. And this is not what I wished for. Like the situation, the way it is right now, in the 3D, is not what I wished for. And so I'm balanced. I've got options. I'm moving forward. I'm putting down the burdens and moving forward. So that's great energy for the divine feminines. I feel like, you know, that's been a long time coming for a lot of us. I know in my personal situation, it was always, you know, well, I think this time he's going to, you know, really try. This is the time. Well, I think most of us are to the point where there's no try. If you're not there, you're not, you know, balanced like the divine feminines, divine masculines. Divine feminines are just, they're moving on, you know. again, this is a twin flame experiment, and some will not come into union, and that's basically also because of our free will experiment and all of us having free will. The divine masculines seem to be not wanting to move forward in their spiritual process and in their mission, and the divine feminines are very much already there. And so they're ready. They've got options, and they're ready to move on with a counterpart that is on their level as far as, in the balance. And so that's with or without the divine masculines. And I feel like the universe is actually pushing the divine feminines to, move forward regardless, because we all do have a much bigger mission here besides union. Union isn't the holy grail of everything. That's just a small facet. And that is only if both parties really put in the work. And I feel like the universe is pushing both the divine masculines and the divine feminines, forward. But the divine masculines, at least up until the beginning of this year anyway, I have felt like there has been so much resistance. I have felt lately like there may be less resistance. The energies have just been, showing that in the cards and in these readings. But, yeah. So let's see what's going on with the divine masculine. Divine masculine, what's going on with you guys? But ultimately, I feel like the divine feminine's good. They've just come to a lot of realizations and, probably harsh truths for themselves about the situation. But at the same time, it's also liberating. I also get that from this card. Just kind of liberating themselves from this situation with the divine masculine. They're not doing any more back and forth and, oh, I will help you because you're trying. And then for the divine masculine to, cut off communication again and retreat. The divine feminines are just like, nah, I'm standing in my power. I've got options. I'm not, in any illusions about how this all works anymore. Putting down those burdens. Because this situation, the way it is right now, is not what she signed up for. And don't get me wrong, I feel like the divine feminines are still sending the divine masculines, total unconditional love, because they're in a balanced state. It's not like they're mad at the divine masculines, in my opinion, about the situation. They're just like, it is what it is, and the way it is not for them. The way the situation is not for the divine masculines. The divine feminines. The divine masculine's first card is the Page of Swords. So that could be a couple of things. That could be wanting to deliver messages. That also could very much be, stalking the divine feminine. Those cards are going to fall off. Online, like on Facebook or, hell, I even feel like my divine masculine and his karmic are probably watching my videos, stealthily, not like, they're not liking and commenting them or sharing them or anything. 7 of Discs, Prudence. I feel like they also are really reflecting and realizing that all of the work, time, energy, effort, money that they have put in a situation is not bearing the fruit that they wanted it to. I feel like this year, the Two of Swords almost popped out. I feel like this year is just very eye-opening. Like, I know for myself, 2018 was so many realizations, so many lessons, and I learned so much about myself. I feel like this is almost a year for the Divine Feminines to be now looking outside themselves and seeing those relationships in a more clearer light. For the Divine Masculines, I feel like this is their year that they're going inside like the Divine Feminines did last year. Although, I also am getting this feeling like, because I feel like, at least for myself, and of course that's all I can really speak from, and what other people say, but, you know, even what other people say is, you know, just that's their situation. But I feel like the Divine Feminines, or the Divine Masculines, that their transition isn't going to necessarily take as long as the Divine Feminines. Like, you know, I feel like we've all, as divine beings, always been on this journey, but things have really ramped up in an energetic way that is literally pushing us forward, pushing us towards change, pushing us towards realizations, lessons, and things like that. Really ramped up big time over this last year. Yeah, the Eight of Cups, walking away from the situation that they put a lot of time, energy, effort, money into. So I feel like they're getting clarity. And that could be a job, that could be a relationship, that could be family, that could be addictions, that could be anything that, obsessions, you know, because people can put a lot of time, energy, effort, and money into something they're obsessed about. But I feel like the Divine Masculines, they're coming to some conclusions themselves, and they're realizing that either they have to walk away, or they already have walked away, or will walk away. But I'm going to have to shuffle these again. Nothing wants to come out. And that's so odd. Okay, I'm going to take those because that Two of Swords has tried to come out now twice. Got the Wheel of Fortune in the upright and the Two of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like they're walking away to begin a new cycle, to end a cycle, begin a cycle. I feel like, you know, they weren't clear before. They were very much indecision. I also am getting kind of trying to live two lives. But I feel like they're done with that, or will be done with that soon. Getting more clear. Oh, that's funny. Even though it's in reverse, and this technically isn't a card I'm taking, this was the bottom of the deck as I'm talking about this. The Ace of Swords. But getting clear about what direction they need to go. And it probably has to do with the Divine Feminine, you know, just sending unconditional love, but actually not caring anymore about what the Divine Masculines are doing. Like, they wish them love and light, they want them to do well, and, you know, learn their lessons and all of that, but they're just doing them. The Divine Feminines are, you know, just doing them. And as they should, you know, I feel like the Divine Feminines have put a lot of time, energy, effort, even maybe money into trying to make this connection happen with the Divine Masculines. And really it was to their own detriment. It really has done more of a pushing away. On like a repellent. I'm seeing somebody spraying bug repellent. That's funny. I mean, obviously it wasn't funny for any of us divine feminines going through that situation, like putting in all of this time, energy, and effort. But at the same time, that was really teaching us self-worth and to stand in our own power, and to not give away our energy to something that is not giving us an equal energy exchange. Because nobody should give away their energy to anything that's not an equal energy exchange. Yeah, I feel like that's any relationship you have with anybody. Or anything, like a job. You know, if you're not getting back as much as you put into a job, you shouldn't do it, in my opinion. You know, don't run out and quit your jobs or anything. But maybe figure out a nice transition period there for you. But, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. We've got the Druid in reverse, which is the same as the Hierophant. So I feel like the situation that they're realizing that this situation that they've been in was not a spiritual one, not a spiritual connection, not anything that was going to serve them on a higher purpose. This was very much a material situation, very much a 3D situation, and it can't and won't move any higher because it's not a spiritual connection. I mean, okay, I say that, but then I also say this. I feel like kind of everything is a spiritual connection in a way because we learn lessons, and those lessons move us forward on our spiritual path. So in turn, it's all part of that moving wheel, that cycle, you know. So they needed to be in the situation that they have been in order to learn lessons, clear up some karmic cycles. But I feel like they're realizing that that's what it was. You know, this was lessons. I've learned my lessons. I'm not confused anymore. I know these were lessons. And I'm ready to move forward. Ready to move away from this old cycle. And this could be wanting to give the Divine Feminine a message about this realization. Or this could just be them watching you and thinking about wanting to give you a message. Because there's been a lot of that. Like, I don't know if you guys are feeling the throat chakra stuff kicking it. But yesterday was a huge, just all of a sudden I was in the middle of a reading and it was just like, I felt like there was a ball in my throat all of a sudden, and it still feels like that. So, these cards are being stubborn. Okay, now, Knight of Cups in reverse. So, yeah. They don't want to put any more emotion into this situation. How many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one was like 9. I'll do one more. They don't want to put any more effort or emotion into this situation. They know, again, it's not, there's no growth. It's not ever going to move to another level. So, okay, this is total mirroring. I am just now like looking and realizing, and it may not necessarily be the cards, but it's the energy. The Divine Feminines are looking at the Divine Masculine situation, you know, with the situation with the Divine Masculine, and they're like, I'm done. This isn't moving forward. And although the only difference I see is, you know, when the Divine Feminine walks away, it's not because she don't see that it could go to a higher level. She sees that the Divine Masculines thus far have not moved in a direction to take it to a higher level. Whereas the divine masculines are realizing that this situation is not moving to a higher level, but they are coming to the conclusion that it cannot and will not move to a higher level. Like, they're realizing that this is their level. This is where they need to be moving forward to. And the divine feminines are realizing that they need to move into, you know, their own strength, their own stability. And if the divine masculines come, well, deal with that when the time comes. But they're not holding out or waiting or pining or anything anymore. They're like, I feel like taking on the world. I just need one more card here, guys. One more card. Yeah, I'm really feeling like, especially with these cards not wanting to spit out, I feel like the divine masculines want to give a message, but maybe they don't know how. Because I'm feeling, or, you know, they feel restricted on giving a message. Something about the message is not coming out. Oh, crap. Get the bottom of the deck on this one. Alright, we've got the 9 of Wands in reverse. And the 10 of Cups is in reverse on the bottom of the deck for the overall energy for them. So yeah, they realize this is not, that's funny. Wow, okay, total mirroring. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, both in reverse. They're really realizing both situations, that this is not what they want. You know, this is not the situation for them. And for the divine feminines, it's not so much the person, it's the energy that the divine masculines are putting off right now. And for the divine masculines, it's still the energy, but it's because they're not in the right job or with the right person, or, you know, whatever the situation. I always definitely feel, well, not definitely, but I usually feel like this is divine masculines in a karmic situation. That's generally what I pick up and what I channel for. It doesn't have to be. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And it very well could be a job with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. But with the 8 of Cups, I feel like it's walking away from a person, a relationship. Could be both. Take it how it resonates. So yeah, like, and with the 9 of Wands, I feel like the divine masculines are realizing they don't want to be defensive anymore. They don't want to always feel like they have to have their guard up. I feel like whatever this situation is has made them really tense and on guard. And they don't want that anymore. And so there's no movement forward. There's no offering a cup of love in the situation. They're walking away, or they're ready to. And this actually falls in line with the divine masculine reading that I did yesterday, and the one that's just been coming out this year. This year's just been this kind of energy of aha moments, in my opinion. Harsh truths, fast realizations. And for the divine feminines as well. I know for me, like I think I said in one of my recent videos, is, every day, sometimes every hour, there's something new that comes in. Something that I have to translate with all these, translate to myself and incorporate with all these energy waves and things and all these celestial goings on. Yeah, it's It's a lot. It's a lot. All right, one more shuffle for potential outcomes for this situation. Got the Knight of Swords. So that could actually be the Divine Masculines wanting to come in and deliver that message. Because here, I feel like they're thinking about it. This could actually be giving it. Hold on just a sec. I gotta get a drink of coffee. Yeah, that could be them, you know, physically taking action to, whoa, are we, okay, we'll take them. But not all those. The cards are like, oh yeah, that's what you think. All right, we've got the Two of Cups in the upright. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Judgment in reverse. We've got the Hermit in the upright. So, yeah, I feel like the Divine Masculines definitely, again, being enlightened and realizing what the Divine Feminine means to them and wanting to rush in and deliver a message about, you know, coming together and wanting to build something new and start a new foundation with the Divine Feminine. And maybe messages of how the Divine Masculine has treated the Divine Feminine unfairly, unjustly in some way. Realizing they made a bad decision in the past. Yeah, because that Hermit, he's totally putting light on that. Shedding light on, and it naturally, like, I always, you know, everything is for a reason and for a purpose. So it wasn't a bad decision because it was what had to happen in order for Divine Masculines to learn and grow, as well as the Divine Feminines, because our decisions affect each other. Our energy affects each other. So, you know, sometimes I feel like the Divine Masculines have been holding, you know, we always say we're holding space for the Divine Masculines to figure things out, but sometimes I kind of feel like it's more so, or at least just the same, the Divine Masculines holding space for us to figure things out. Because if they have already figured things out, then we may not. We may never get to the point of being, you know, in our own power. Knowing that, you know, getting out of like lack consciousness and knowing our self-worth and self-esteem and just so many of those things that this journey has brought in for the Divine Feminine. Had the Divine Masculines been the one leading the way, or so quote-unquote leading the way, we wouldn't have moved into those situations, or at least I know personally I would not have. I was very much complacent in my situation and felt just fine with it. You know, I would have never lived up to my power or my gifts or my potential. You know, I'm just starting to embody that. So, the Seven of Wands. So, yeah, not being defensive anymore. Like up here we had defensive and all that. This is not wanting to be defensive anymore. Not wanting to... I feel like not wanting to always have to explain themselves. But I feel like it's in in the manner of, not because they're trying to keep anything, but they want to move back to a situation where they're already understood. They don't want to be misunderstood anymore. And so they want to move into an energy and a relationship where they feel more understood. And I feel like that's with the Divine Feminine. So I feel like there could be messages soon of, you know, there could be apologies. Could be messages of the Divine Masculine ending a karmic situation. I actually think this one was... Okay, we've got the Ace of Wands and the Four of Cups in reverse. Actually, it come out in the upright, so I actually kind of feel like, but at first I thought, well, that's the situation, but no. The cards always know. It's in the upright because the Divine Masculines are unsure whether the Divine Feminines are going to hear them out at this point. Because I feel like there's so much water under the bridge in their opinion. So we've got the Temperance in reverse for the overall, the bottom of the deck. So right now, this whole situation is out of balance for the Divine Masculines. The Divine Feminines have found balance. But I feel like the Divine Masculines, you know, they could still be in this situation that they still need to get out of. And this could be just, you know, thinking about this new start with the Divine Feminine, unsure if it'll actually happen, but knowing that this is what they want now, like that they've made poor judgment calls in the past, and, you know, they feel like they should have went towards the Divine Feminine at a different point in time, but like I said, everything happens for a reason. There's things that everybody had to learn from the situation, including, you know, karmic partners or karmic situations. There was lessons that those people needed to learn as well. This is such a big cog system. And that's a whole nother video. My Divine Masculine and I used to talk about being cogs. And how they fit together, and that this whole system is like that. So, yeah, I feel like they know, they're getting clear on what they want. They want to give messages about wanting this new start, and how that they really do have a sense of enlightenment, whereas the Divine Feminines don't feel like they have, because the Divine Masculines haven't exhibited that lately, or haven't exhibited that thus far, that they're in any type of enlightenment. The Divine Masculines, you know, if that's the place that they're at, they've been keeping it to themselves. And that also could be here with this Druid in reverse, which is the Hierophant. They could be keeping it to themselves, and they, I totally lost my train of thought. But yeah, they're enlightened now. And I feel like they want to tell the Divine Feminines that. But they're not sure how the Divine Feminine is going to receive, you know, any of this information. And they know that they have been out of balance, that this situation's out of balance. But I feel like they want to bring balance to it. But, you know, it's going to take this conversation first. This conversation has to take place for this to be turned right side up. I feel. And not only a conversation, but like if there's any third-party situation, whether that be work, relationship, or what have you, any third-party relationship has to be gone. And that's another thing here with the Divine Feminine. As long as there's any type of third-party situation on the Divine Masculine's part, she isn't even looking his direction. Like, she's got balance. She's not imbalanced. And that's funny because we got the Temperance twice here. And also funny, out of all of these cards, that's the only one that is twice. And I've been, prior, in other readings, I've been getting a lot of doubles. And this one doesn't have them. So that's pretty cool. Different, but cool. The Divine Feminine, they have options. And so, you know, if the Divine Masculine stays stuck in this third-party situation, so be it. That's on them. She's doing her. And the Divine Masculines, you know, they're coming to that realization and they're realizing, basically, I got to shit or get off the pot. Because she's walking away. And that is, you know, that is my energetic match. That is my perfect match. And who I can grow spiritually with. I can grow financially with. I can grow in love and in money and health and just the world. I'm seeing the world. So that's what I've got for the Twin Flame reading. And if you guys like my videos, please like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps my channel get circulated to other people. And if you guys are interested in soul coaching sessions, a private reading, remote space energy healing sessions, or energy exchange donations, that all can be done through my PayPal, and the information on all of those is in the description box below. And if you guys have any questions about anything, you know, you can always send me an email or hit me up on my Facebook page, Angel of the Dawn. Either way. So, oh, and I also want to give the announcement. I'm not accepting new friends on my personal Facebook page, Angel Dawn. I'm only, I mean, you can come and check out my my Angel of the Dawn Facebook page and we can communicate that way. But my personal page just gets too flooded. And I would rather keep it all separate. Because I need some personal space. So, if you've sent me a friend request and I haven't responded, that's why. But it's not that I don't want to talk to you or anything like that. Definitely we can communicate through Messenger from my page. But yeah, so that's what I've got. And this is Angel of the Dawn saying peace, love, and light out. Until next time.